Hi guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, Tom and I are going to be talking about how the recession, moving into the recession, is going to seriously boost the SMMA industry. So Tom, we're heading into a recession. Times are getting tough for a lot of business owners. You know, we're seeing YouTube videos going up on the daily saying SMMA is dead because of the recession. The recession is going to seriously impact your SMMA. It's over. I'm quitting. But we're going to flip it completely on its head here and say that the going into the recession is going to make SMMA an even more in-demand service than it was previously. But why is that? And what can we look forward to?
Here's a reason why, in my personal view, for whatever that's worth, why it's actually going to boost the SMMA industry. And the fact is, the demand for marketing actually will increase. And more often than not, when we hit a recession, like the times get a bit tougher, staff are on the chopping board more than marketing is. So it could be that they let staff go. It could be they're a bricks and mortar business and they're letting 2 or 3 staff go. What they won't want to do is cut back, and we've seen it personally, cut back on marketing costs. So the demand for marketing actually stays the same to a degree. What we've also seen from the pandemic and other recessions is that some people will adopt that approach and stop marketing. Therefore, those who continue, I mean, you're now marketing against less people. It's like playing football, you know, in a tournament against less teams. So you've got more chance of winning. So in terms of the recession, it has casualties. It always does. Some of them are staff. Some of them are, you know, businesses will close, etc. But I think in general, the demand for marketing actually, it's never been more important, because when you're in a recession, your business has to still operate. We don't all hold back. And actually, here's an interesting thing, Harry, is even though we're going to recession, I heard this on New York radio when I was over there last week, people's buying behavior has not changed. Even though the cost of heating has gone up, the cost of fuel has gone up, gas, etc. Whether you're listening to this in the UK or US or Europe, actually people are spending the same amount of money. So where we're finding it from, I don't know, but there is not a dip. There's not a dip, and people are still using the goods and services.
To piggyback that point, I think business owners that have kind of relied on referrals and word of mouth, and their stockpile of customers, especially like builders, driveway people in the construction industry, even down to like e-commerce brands as well, where over the past 3 or 4 years, they've had that year's waiting list to work with them. Now times are getting tough and people are pulling out of that list, and businesses I'm talking about here are now being forced to look into external marketing methods. People that have relied on word of mouth, people that have relied on referrals, people that have relied on their existing network of customers, once that dries up, and that will dry up to a degree over, you know, people will cancel their appointments, or they won't go ahead with stuff that they were planning on because they lost their job, or times are tough, or they can't afford their heating bills. They're going to not hand over their money and transact with them. So they're going to be forced to think, right, I need to market my business. I've not marketed my business in probably 10 years. What's the most up and coming thing? Right, finally, I'm actually going to get on social media. And we've seen this. I've seen it so much with builders, landscapers, driveway people that have all contacted me, just people in my network, they've all contacted me and said, Harry, I've not done any marketing. I'm not on social media. I don't even have a website. And they're now like, I know you do it. So it's about time, because things are drying up. Like we're seeing it day in, day out now.
Yeah, we are. And that leads us nicely onto the third point about, you know, how the recession will boost SMMA, is the fact that other marketing methods are going up in price. So if this business that you're working with are doing radio ads, let's say they're doing another form of advertising and marketing, or they do flyers and they're doing mail drops around the, you know, a 20-30 mile radius, the cost of paper will increase because it's coming from a different source. The cost of fueling it and delivering it is going up. So the cost will rise. Now, actually, the most effective marketing cost you can have is running social media ads or email marketing, particularly because email marketing is even more cost effective, based on the fact that you only have to pay for the software to email them out, and you're not paying for a cost per click. You're paying for a service delivery. So the cost, there is no better cost effective way of marketing your business than social media marketing, email marketing, and SMS marketing. Fact.
Yep. Well,
The
mate,
most cost effective.
well, let's think of other options. Like if someone's a business owner, they're finally like, right, fuck, I'm going to pull the trigger. Tom and Harry, like, what are my options? And we've been asked that before. Can you just list all the different marketing options that are available to me, like newspaper ads, magazine ads,
Yeah, yeah.
like
Referral schemes. Some people try to
like
chuck in.
there's radio ads, TV ads, magazine stuff,
Yeah,
billboard ads, like
yeah,
buses, all that kind of stuff. And the easiest way to debunk that, if you're on a meeting with someone and they say, right, these are my options, this is what I was doing, is ask them for how much it cost and what the reach of that advertisement was. Whether they're doing bus ads in central London, whether they're doing billboard ads, whether they're doing magazine ads, that advertising company will say, right, this is going to reach approximately 30,000 people, 15,000 people. The easiest way to convince them that they're making a stupid decision is by saying, right, you're paying £200 a month to be in this local magazine that reaches 15,000 people. Right, they're 15,000 people in a local area. That's great around your business, but they're not targeted people. They're not people. Say you work with a real estate agent and they're paying £200 a month to reach 15,000 people in a local magazine. How many of those people are going to be first time buyers? How many of those people are going to be looking for a new home? How many of those people are going to be
yeah.
in the last 30 days been looking at other properties? Fucking diddly squat of them. I guarantee if you say, and
Yeah.
most people, and what's funny about these people is they'll say, I've been paying this £200 a month for the past year. And you say, well, how many leads or inquiries have you got it? None. I don't even know how we track that.
Well, they'll be like, well, I think we had, oh, Mike, what was that one we had the other day? Was that through so and so? They don't know. Like they haven't got a fucking
it's
clue,
impossible.
have they?
It's impossible to know. So when you compare that and you go, right, let's get on Ads Manager, let's create an audience of your real estate agents in town. Let's do 60-mile radius of it. Let's target first time buyers. Let's show them an ad of all the first time homes you've got on there. Click the housing special ad category. Oh, what's that? Oh, the reach is 25,000 people a day for a £200 budget. So hold on a minute. So you can put that £200 that you didn't get anything for a year, put it into Facebook ads, get 2x. So that ad will then reach 2x the people, and you can show it to people in the local area that have shown an interest in first time homes in the past 30 days, and show them a creative based on their targeting options. So you could also do another option of, right, let's target, I don't know, first, let's say family homes, 4-bed detached. Target them and show them only the 4-bed detached houses you have for the real estate agency. It's just a completely different ballpark. So when people finally come around to marketing their business in the most effective way, because they're now forced to because of the recession, we're the first people that they call, and we're the last people they call.
Yeah, those businesses that didn't market themselves in the pandemic, for example. Now, the pandemic is not a recession. Before anyone starts to comment on that, we get that the pandemic led to a recession. We all know that, so let's just clear it up. But what we're saying is, from a big things that happened financially, whether it's recession or the pandemic, the most common trend out of those two things is those who do not shout about their business during those times come off worse on the back end when things start to move forward. Absolute fact.
Yep.
That's a very good place to leave it.
Yeah. Hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Hopefully that filled you with a bit of confidence in the sense that it's not all doom and gloom. All of these people that are producing, SMMA's dead and all of this shit, it's just because they don't know how to run a business over long term. Like most of these people have been running their agency for less than a year. They make all of their money through a course, and they don't know how to operate a business. So when you come along, know how to operate a business, know how to actually get people results long term, not just for one strategy. The platform's changed and then you don't have a strategy anymore. Like that's how you survive, and that's why we teach what we do teach. It's why we help the people in the way that we help them, and it's why we're producing videos like this to put things into perspective for people and think, right, it's not all doom and gloom. Like this isn't the end of the SMMA industry. It's actually just the beginning. So yeah, it is. So hopefully you enjoyed that video, guys. If you haven't watched our previous video, it was on 4 insane things to say in a sales meeting that's really, really going to help you out. So it's a good video.
Where would they click, Harry? Up here?
Now click
here.
There or there and in the description.
Somewhere. We don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
But hopefully you're enjoying these videos, guys. We're going to continue to post every day at 9 a.m. Everything SMMA, everything sales. So if you're new, make sure you subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow at 9 a.m.